guys, it's Jess, Mystic Lady Tarot 777. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am here today to bring you the Leo Spirit blessings for the new year, and we'll find out what Spirit has in store for Leo in the new year. Before I go ahead, I'm using this pretty backdrop which I found in a drawer in my filing cabinet, which I printed out years ago, and it says here it's by Pasco Fellow. And so I haven't got his permission to use this, but that is who the photo is by. So all credit to you. And obviously, like, if you are Pascal, then I love your photograph. And if you mind me using it, please DM for removal. So this is for Leo, and we're going to find out what blessings, what blessings Spirit has in the new year for you guys. I'll shuffle up behind the camera so I don't knock the stand. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. It only takes a second and it means so much to me. So if you appreciate my energy as much as I appreciate you being here with me today, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Wow, look what you've got, Leo. Okay, this is wild energy so far. Let me just intuit a little bit from this. I'll just move that down a tiny bit. Do you like my new addition, by the way? Actual Lucky Charms for divination. So we've got the moon. Okay, it was just the full moon last night, a couple of nights ago here. As I record this, we're still basking in the post-full moon energy. It was a Gemini moon, so we see these double towers here. It was very much just post-Gemini full moon. I think those energies would have had a massive effect on you going into the new year. So for you Leos, I see that this is you, like in the center. You're starting to understand that the world does actually revolve around you, and even though people have been telling you it doesn't your whole life, you kind of knew it did, didn't you? And let me tell you, it does, guys. That's manifestation, that's spiritual law. There's nothing you can do about it. And I know it sounds selfish because we've been taught that our whole lives, but the world actually revolves around you. You're doing it all with your mind. So, okay, we've got very much your wild side and your domesticated side here, joining up together to embrace whatever downloads and things you got during that full moon that we just had, the last full moon of 2021. And that will propel you forward. It's going to be the 21st tomorrow. I record this the day before winter solstice. So yeah, literally, I can see these as portals and going through a new gate. This is a new beginning for you guys, like really seriously. And your emotional side isn't dwelling so much in the dark pools. Let me show you. I reckon that's what that is. That's how I see this. And I'm an intuitive reader, and I always read the cards differently every time. But I always see these as your domesticated side and your wild side howling together, understanding that the dog is understanding that that's his ancestor. It's like you and your ancestors are all combining now in you. All realities that have ever happened and that ever will happen are happening right now. So your past lives and everything, it's all happening right now. Don't want to blow your minds or anything, but that's the facts. And your domestic and your wild side, who you've been, who your ancestors have been, the thousands of people it's taken to make you, and how wild that is. And there's always hope in the darkness. There's always hope in what seems to be a bleak night. You can't hide anything under the light of the full moon. You can't hide. It lights up the night as if it was day. And these are portals, these two towers. I see them as portals, like gates that you have to go through. So yeah, it's really, really cool. You're like becoming one, your true self finally coming out. You're understanding what to worship. I do think that the Capricorn energies will be in the new year, at the beginning of the new year, are going to propel you forward in such a way that you're going to feel serious. You're going to feel more serious, and just want to get it done kind of thing. Actually taking action and not just sitting around and manifesting stuff, but actually taking more inspired action to get what you want to get. And I do see this as you, this beautiful woman. You don't have to be a woman, obviously, if you're watching and you're a man. So these readings are all he, she, and they friendly. Just apply it to your own situation. But this is depicted as a beautiful woman, beautiful abundance surrounding her, wrapped in a ribbon of water which emits sexuality and emotion, emotional intelligence, and understanding your own sexuality. There's power here in being exposed. There's a power here in using what you've got. I'm hearing like, if you've got it, flaunt it. Well, I don't know where that's coming from, but that's a message for someone watching. Look, we've got little daisies, leaf, snowflake, hello, and autumn leaf. So we've got all the seasons. This is someone really embracing nature now and just feeling like you are the center of the universe and it's all happening for you. And it's like, I feel like some of you might feel like you're able to control the weather. To be honest with you, that's a personal speciality of mine. And it's perfectly doable when you're a master manifester. All right, guys. So I see like that might be one of your specialities, and you might not even realize you're doing it. You're like, pretty sure I wanted it to snow today, and it did. And you are doing it, guys. You're that powerful, okay? So this is the Queen of Cups. She represents like she's got secrets, but she's smiling. It's all for the good, if you know what I mean. This is you in your manifestational power. It's got a similar energy to her today, isn't always, but yeah, she's giving all the love to herself. She's holding that cup of love. If I can just focus this, there we go. And look how she, in this particular depiction, in this deck, she's got it covered with her hand. Look at that. She's keeping it all to herself. You can't have a sip. And no, she doesn't need any more, thanks. No more thanks. And also, no one can put anything in your drink. No, I mean, I'm laughing, but that's a serious message coming through. Like, no one can put anything in your drink. No one can toxify you or intoxicate you unless you want them to. No one can. You're like in this energy now. It's not unapproachable and it's not intimidating, but it'll be like a case of I'm not intimidating, you're intimidated. Do you know what I mean? And you're like feeling powerful as fuck, right? I think someone might be manifesting hair growth as well. And you Leos, like your hair. Know what I mean? Obviously, that won't apply to everybody, but I'm generalising. But look how she's got her toe dipped in the emotional water, but not both feet. And I was going to say, to be honest, it seems like her feet need a wash, to be honest with you. So I think she needs to dip both feet more in the emotional waters and stop protecting her heart so much. But you're in this not unapproachable. It's hard to explain. Again, like a royal power. You're like royal. Well, she's a queen. You're in a regal power, holding all your love with your hand over the cup and not allowing anyone to come in and toxify you with their energies that you don't want. It's very, very powerful. I want to applaud you actually for that because it's making me feel powerful. Just feeling you, sensing your energy. You're going to have a fabulous start to 2022. Then it all goes a bit eek. This could be a physical pain for growing pains. You know, we get spiritual, physical growing pains. Oftentimes people think they're ill. There's something going round, whatever. It's spiritual. The planets want you to feel that. They're moving around in such a way that we have to feel literal growing pains sometimes, and that's what this could be, because there's some powerful energies happening right now. The Three of Wands is like you're coming out the other side. Look at that. Even if it's a time of depression or misery of some sort, it's just because of things people have said or done to you, perhaps. People don't always behave and, act in the way we want them to, and that can really hurt. That could be what this is for some of you. But this isn't a bad card. It's like you need a rest. And, like the cold actually kills germs. It really does. You can freeze germs out. These guys are protecting him as well. He's protected by wolves. And they're not going to eat him. They're making sure he's still alive. And he's still clutching onto this sword for protection. So you are strongly protected, even in your time of despair or pain. And it might just feel like it's never going to end, but it's so temporary. Because look, so temporary. Literally, you're coming out on top triumphantly. I'm an intuitive reader, and obviously I know the meanings of the cards, but I read what I see and what I get from each. That's why I use all these different decks, because you get so many different messages. And this is what Spirit has for you today. She's sending out a bird, which is a messenger bird. And look, there's other ones coming back for you. So you're going to get messages, and you're sending out messages. I don't know whether that's literal, like you've been waiting for a message. But they're messages of great hope, great life force. They empower you, and they make you feel better, basically. They make you feel better. And you're in power again. You're in power again. And this is what we want. The Five of Cups in conclusion is just a little warning to stay in this power. It does say that there will be spilt wine, blood, whatever you want to say that is. Energies of spilt luck from the past. And this guy knows not to think about it. He's got a pentacle on his back. And he knows, or pentagram, whatever you call it. He's got 2 cups here, and he knows to look into those and to hold them steady, because they are what he still has and can grow from. These are what he can drink from. There's no point crying over spilt milk. It's a really basic message. So literally, moving forward in your magic. Look at his little moon. Oh my God. Can you see that? Wait, let me focus it in. He's got a little moon emblem on his hat. So when you went from the full moon that we've just had up to what looks like a very sliver of a moon. So almost a full lunar cycle, before it's the next one. So I see by the end of the next lunar cycle, this will have all been completed. And I want to get some more clarification. We are going to go back in. I want to find out about the Ten of Swords from Spirit. What's this Ten of Swords about, please? For my lovely Leos. An injustice. Justice reversed. Okay, well that does insinuate that there's an injustice somewhere. To me, that's what jumps out straight away. There's a loss of balance. Oh wow, check it out. So there's the pillars here. Her pillars and these pillars. Look at that, the way they mirror each other. This is a universe of mirrors, guys. I would get your thoughts on track during this stage. Try not to make it last too long. Don't dwell on misery. Don't care about what other people say and think. It only matters what you think, because you're the god of your reality. You are in that energy here and here. We really want that. We want you to retain that. Whatever happens here. I mean, maybe break a bone or something and you have to lay it up for a bit. But it's literally temporary. You end up feeling fantastic. People rally around you, and you're getting more messages incoming than are going out. So where there was an injustice and an imbalance before, this could be with a person, more messages on your side than their side, or anything. It could be anything. But you'll know what I mean if I'm talking to you, and if this is resonating. Obviously, if it's not resonating, it could be just because it hasn't happened yet. So bottom of the deck, High Priestess. Wheel of Fortune. We'll do one more from the top. Oh, what a beautiful way to end the reading. Okay, so let me pick them up for a second. So there was an injustice here. Something didn't feel fair. Life isn't fair all the time. You don't dwell on it too much and get back into this good energy as soon as you can. By the end of the next lunar cycle, you'll be realizing your magical powers again. And gratitude is a fantastic magic power, and don't ever forget it. Because if you're more grateful for what you have, then you get more. If you're grateful for what you haven't even got yet, you get even more of what you haven't even got yet. It will flood towards you quicker if you're grateful for it now, because it's happening already. If you're manifesting something, it's happening. If you've seen it in your mind's eye, it's happening. It's going on without you, sort of thing, without this version of you. So you need to pull that into your reality if you can be bothered to do the manifestational work. But I see that definitely people helping you to pick you up, your life force coming back, and you're remembering to be grateful in the moment as being a key force of your manifestational power. The High Priestess says there are secrets. Look at this very weird depiction of the High Priestess. Well, she's reading all about magical symbols. Seems to be a Vizier there. Check that out. Oh, I've got one of them. I made it. Can't see it right now. I'd show it to you. Oh, there it is. It seems like that's what she's got in her book. Can you see that? Crazy, right? So she's got a Vizier, which means you can't lose your way. You can never lose your way. She's looking at the magical elements here, the symbols. This is wild. I've never really studied it this closely, but like she's got the moon, water element, fire, earth. I can't tell what these are. There seems to be a line across that. So I can't work out whether it's earth or water. Anyway, she's looking at the magical Wiccan symbols and the Norse symbols, and she's an esoteric understander of the esoteric. She's also got the little sliver moon, which was on his hat. Yeah, definitely when the moon is thin, next time the moon is thin, this is when you're going to realize that your life force is fully back. The Ace of Wands is fully back. Look, you've got the Wheel of Fortune the right way up. I always see the Wheel of Fortune in the world as similar, quite similar energies. They both mean new cycles. To me, they do, because it's like a turning. The world keeps turning. The Wheel of Fortune keeps turning, and it can turn at any moment. Don't be blind to things. Like, basically, take the blindfold off before you spin the wheel. That's my advice to you. So don't jump blindly into things, gambling and stuff like that. But instead, trust that there's all this stuff being birthed behind the scenes, and you're so protected. Like, for the High Priestess, who knows all the secrets of the universe, your earthly self is just a baby, and she lives inside you. You have all the knowledge of the universe inside you. Like, we're using like less than 10% of our brains, guys. So we need to meditate, listen to our inner being, get messages, get clairaudient messages, whatever it may be, and, you know, make sure your action is inspired. Again, the way this has got the protection of the seasons, it's got the same thing on this card. The protection of all seasons, and it's like you're a weather controller, you're a weather witch. The Ace of Wands is like the life force coming back, your firepower coming back, Leo. And that's what we want for you, especially as you're a fire sign, but not just that, but you're full of life force and creativity, possibly musical creativity or something, performance-wise. Doesn't have to be, but I do feel like whatever it is, you're going to get involved in life again and feel like luck is on your side, which is absolutely awesome. So congratulations. It looks like 2022 is going to be about you becoming a better version of yourself. And what could be better than that? Because moving forward, that can, like, everything is a reflection of you. Everything is you pushed out. So moving forward, if you're a better version of yourself, then the whole world will be a better version for you. Oh, I don't read these upside down because the words will be upside down. I just pulled you a music oracle card. I was shuffling those up, and you got Debbie Harry. Awesome. All right, fools mistake their flesh for plastic. So don't care too much about looks. Look at the High Priestess. She hasn't even got a face. She hasn't even got a face. Don't care too much about appearances because they can be deceptive. Just concentrate on you when it comes to that sort of thing. It's not enough to be beautiful. You need to know how to be beautiful. It's not enough to be beautiful. You need to know how to be beautiful. I'll go back to that. Stay open to new things and you will never stagnate. Well, obviously that means, like, grab this Ace of Wands. Grab the opportunities that are coming to you at the end of January, I'd say. Or from whenever you're seeing this, I'd say about a lunar cycle from now. Or whenever the moon is next at its skinniest sliver, right? Grab this Ace of Wands for all it's worth. Yeah, there's going to be, like, plenty of opportunities coming towards you that make you feel that fuel and that fire for life again. That passion comes back. And luck is on your side. So as long as you stay in this knowing energy that it's all going on for you behind the scenes. Look at that. Faces. Maybe you don't trust faces. She doesn't have a face. Maybe someone seems like they've got a face that's really beautiful and it's not to be trusted or something like that. So watch out for that. But stay open to new things. So maybe some of these opportunities are something you've not tried before. And you're like, nah, I'm not going to try that. I've never done it before. I'm going to be rubbish at that. But actually, you might find that it's really fun. Even if you're not good at it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be really good at everything. I know that you feel like you do sometimes, but you don't. And sometimes things can be just fun, even if you're not that good at them. So try things. Try new things. It's not enough to be beautiful. You need to know how to be beautiful. But I can't wrap my head around that sentence. Know how to be beautiful. I mean, all I can say is keep working on your spirit, keep working on your soul, as opposed to the external. But that's all that can possibly mean, as far as I'm concerned. But the most important message here is you're going on a journey of transformation and beautiful, royal energy. Leo, you're regal anyway. But there is a little disruption over here, a little injustice, which will make you feel like crap for a while. Don't know whether it's physical or just arguments or something, but yeah, it doesn't last long. So that's your only little blip, really, going into the beginning of 2022. I would say you've got a fantastic January coming up. I'm going to do some letters. And we will see what letters Spirit's thrown out for my gorgeous Leos. I do want to say sometimes I get spirit-guided messages through these. And sometimes they're not fully spelt out words and I just see things. Sometimes they're just initials for people watching and they don't mean anything to me. But let's have a look. I just saw wrist. I hope over here it's not something to do with someone hurting their wrist and putting out of action for a bit. Anyway, let's not predict that. We don't want to make that come true. Wizard. Look, wow. That's him. So, the magical wizard here. Definitely with the sliver of the moon on his hat. The sliver of the moon in the sky on the High Priestess. I'd definitely pay attention to that. Gist. Yeah, you don't need to know all the information sometimes. You only need to know the gist, which is enough to decide whether something's good enough for you in your life or not. But also don't make too many heavy assumptions, because sometimes, as I said, faces aren't all what they seem. So if you've only got the gist of something and you want to know more, understand that perhaps there are things being hidden. Blindfold. See? Someone's only giving you the gist. Perhaps you want to have a word with them. Talking opens up channels of communication. and you might get some more information. I just saw the name Izzy. It might be relevant to someone. Some initials, DWST. Sting could be relevant to someone. Ring. String. Yeah, don't let anyone string you along. And don't string anyone else along either. But yeah, there could be a sting over here, sting in the tail. There is a Scorpio coming out of the water here. So I'd watch out for a Scorpio with a beautiful face that isn't all that they seem. If you've stayed with me this long, thank you so much. And I am about to get out of here, but don't forget to like and share. It means a lot to me. Yeah, don't let anyone bring their toxicity into your cup. So this is a blemish. So yeah, just hold your energy and be protective of your energy. You don't have to let anyone in if you don't want to. And that's your message, Leo. It looks like you've got some wonderful things coming in 2022. I love you guys. As I say, please like, share, please subscribe and hit the bell. And you can join me on Instagram at Mystic Lady Tarot 777. And my details are down below in the description. I love you. Take it easy. Thanks for being here. Bye.